It's FGTeeV!
So there's this video game you might have heard of. It's called Skylanders. No, never heard of it? Bummer. I've talked about it a little bit here. The reason I bring up Skylanders again on this channel is because Skylanders has quite the grip on my childhood, and it just so happens that recently I stumbled across another element of that childhood. Does anyone remember the Skylander boy and girl? So yeah, years ago I used to watch a Skylanders YouTube channel named the Skylander Boy and Girl, and recently I relearned about them. Not too long ago I checked out the good old trending tab, just the absolute best place to find great A-tier content, and while there I found a video. I looked at it and went, that guy looks familiar. I clicked on the channel only to realize that it was FGTeeV, now sitting near 20 million subscribers with a video well past 300 million views, not to mention their nearly 10 channels. What exactly happened? For context, I remember pretty much every single one of these channels hitting 1 million subscribers, and now one of them was nearing 20 million subscribers. What? It's been a long time since I watched this channel, so I wanted to take a good old walk down memory lane and see how they have evolved over the years, and what makes them so successful nowadays. So, thank you for joining me, and let's let this adventure begin. On July 24th, 2006, many new souls were brought into this world, but among them was one Alexis Ryan. But you may know her as Lexi of FGTeeV, or Funnel Vision, or the Skylander Boy and Girl. Or, you know, they have a lot on their plate. But long story short, in 2006, Lexi was born. And a few months later, her father, Vincent Carter, created a brand new, shiny YouTube account. At the time, YouTube was a very new platform, quickly growing in popularity across the internet and seeing the potential for, I don't actually know, maybe just to upload fun random stuff for fun. But a full year later, in August of 2007, Funnel Vision's first video ever was uploaded, and I mean, it sure is from 2007. And then, another year later, a new member was added to the Funnel family. Michael Ryans was born on November 13th, 2008. And less than 2 months later, a video of the infant dancing was uploaded to their channel. Another year-ish later, in June of 2010, they released their first ever skit / music video / kids just kind of doing whatever they want on camera. It's safe to say that money was never really on the table for the family when it came to YouTube. They just wanted to, well, do what everyone else was doing. However, one thing to note is that in 2008, YouTube began sharing AdSense with their creators, allowing them to make money through creating content. And it just so happens that right around this time, people began becoming famous and rich. Vincent, the dad, Duddy, I don't know what to call him. I was thinking of referring to the father as Vincent, but that just doesn't feel right. And then calling him Duddy for like half an hour just doesn't feel right either. Biggie Vin, I don't know. Okay, around this time, Papa Vince, sure. Around this time, the Papa Vince began producing skits on a somewhat regular basis compared to before, and began really committing to it in early 2012, a few months after their newest child was born, Chase Ryans. Also, before we get into the events after Chase's birth, I would just like to mention this video.
Oh, I have to go get Vinny now. I have to go outside. Thanks for the call.
10 out of 10 2012 content right there. Over the course of the year, the family would upload a few vlogs, skits, and music videos. However, not all were on this channel, because at the latter of 2012, a new YouTube channel was created. And oh boy, would it take this family far. But First, there is something I do feel like I should add here, so allow me to speak about this now, and then we can continue with the story in a bit. If you don't know, family channels are terrible. Now, this doesn't mean what you might think it means, but what I do mean by that is that a lot of family channels nowadays are, for lack of a better term, f***ed up. Children can't consent to being on camera. Children can't consent to their lives being broadcast to the world and having their privacy invaded. And family channels nowadays just capitalize on advertising their channel through having some cute little kid involved so more people watch. But there is another however here. Back in 2008 and around the time the internet wasn't incredibly mainstream and YouTube certainly wasn't, this was a time to experiment and most people just kind of posted whatever. At the time the problems weren't around and creating a family channel was just a wholesome little project. And by the time these problems were actually a thing, this family was already incredibly popular, so just stopping and deleting their channels wouldn't do anything. I do not believe that there was any bad intention behind the creation or continuation of these channels, because I believe good old Vin isn't really up to that stuff. So trust me when I say FGTeeV is not the next 8 passengers, alright? Nowhere near that level. They're actually recently kind of allowing their kids to step away from the channel when they feel like it, so yeah. With that said, let's get to Skylanders. The very first video uploaded to the Skylander Boy and Girl channel was posted the exact same day the channel was made. It featured a nearly 5-year-old Michael showcasing his collection of Skylanders with his mom, Samantha Ryans. This and one other video that same day were the only uploads for 2 months, and in January they would return with a classic.
Alright, so I got Thump back here. Got him at GameStop. My son's been bugging me about when we're gonna get him. So I finally got him. So I'm gonna bury them in the ground, and they're gonna have to find it. I hid the first map right there in a corner of a baseboard.
My map, the lost city of Arcus. Let's go find the treasure and keep money,
After this video and the channel transformed more into gameplay, reviews, and vlog style surprises for the kids. As videos went on, editing became a unique staple in their videos, all edited by the father. The channel developed a unique kid-friendly style to it. And I would say the perfect video that captured this in the early days.
Daddy, why did you do that? Now I have PB Pan.
Yep, it really wasn't until this series, however, when they started picking up the pace. By this point, they had already amassed a following of around 1,400 subscribers on this channel. But by the end of April, so in 1 month's time, they would quintuple that number into 6,000 and growing. It was really in the Skylander hunting and unboxing videos where the views and subscribers really came in. And with that, more comments, which reminds me that in the comment section of many of these videos, you will see the official account responding to comments by just posting separate comments. I don't know, I just found it funny, but at the same time wholesome. Like, on the one hand, they couldn't find the reply button, but on the other hand, they still tried to reply to fans' questions, concerns, and feedback. After the success of this channel, they created 2 more channels. Intel Vivo, a channel for music videos.
Bananas on the beat, call the ambulance, the flea's going down, sound emergency, I'm calling out for urgency.
And FGTeeV, a channel originally started just to produce more Skylanders content. And while all of this was happening, back over on Funnel Vision, not much was happening at all. They took a lot of big breaks throughout 2013 on this channel to pursue the massively growing Skylanders channel. And speaking of which, the Skylanders channel began uploading more, and in the time Funnel Vision had uploaded 6 videos, this channel had uploaded 100, leading them to upload.
It's the M.A. to the G.I.C. elements, and they're in your place to be. You better listen up quick while I cover the 6. I'm about to break them all down. It's the magic.
This video, I think, represents something very surprising about the father. Vincent wrote and edited this entire song, showcasing his above-average rhyming and writing skills. The editing and overall flow of the lyrics had a quality to it that was pretty rare for the time. But I would say that this is mainly a turning point for Vincent's directing, and that would much later resume in their music videos. Anyways, where was I?
Hi! Welcome to the show.
Oh, right. I can't forget about those. Around this time, their epic unboxing series began, which, you know, might sound a little familiar. Skylanders Swap Force was actually officially announced around this time, and they uploaded their first video to FGTeeV.
This is our first video on our new channel, FGTeeV.
After getting quite a lot of attention in the small Skylanders community, they were gifted the opportunity to visit Vicarious Vision Studios and interview the creators of Swap Force, and even playtest some of it. They continued with their every other month upload schedule on Funnelvision, and their somewhat twice a month FGTeeV schedule, and their nearly daily Skylander Boy and Girl channel schedule. I almost forgot to say. And finally, in October of 2013, Swap Force was released, allowing for tons of new content to pour in on both FGTeeV and the Skylanders channel. But not before this video was uploaded. I'm sorry, it was just a classic. How could I not include it? But the classics didn't end here. Just after they beat Swap Force,
MAGNACHARGE, got that super speed, Magna charges heat.
on FGTeeV, they began a Disney Infinity series. Those copycats, or mice, I guess, I don't know. And soon after all this, the Skylander Boy and Girl channel would surpass 1 year on YouTube.
Hello! Today's the 27th of November.
Yeah.
What is that, guys?
1 year anniversary!
There it is!
Remember, back around this time, this was just another family that just wanted to make some videos for fun, that just so happened to garner a bunch of attention. They ended off the year with some Christmas specials on all channels, and entered the new year with their heads held high, with absolutely no knowledge of what was to come. 2014 already began with a great start, as they would hit 100,000 subscribers on January 10th-ish. Not only that, but some of their most popular videos would finally surpass the 1 million view count. And with this accelerating exposure, the editing and production quality began to do the same. The channel also began reviewing fan mail and messages responding to their community. They visited a New York Skylanders event, and oh my god, I completely forgot that Skylanders used to come in waves. This channel also had a running series where they would paint and redesign existing Skylanders, such as the mom painting Scratch and the miniature swap creations. Over on FGTeeV, since the last time we checked on them, dabbled a bit more in Minecraft, Skylanders, and Mario, but had become very fond of Plants vs. Zombies, which definitely became that channel's main game. But come on, who cares about FGTeeV? This is all about the Skylander Boy and Girl channel, right? This is the cash cow after all, so what happened next over there? Well,
Check this, see that guy?
the Skylanders family continued their channel as usual, with occasional updates on Trap Team. Still being the most high-profile channel in Skylanders, they got a lot of early access to games and features. Soon after these updates, a new renovation was added to their home. A shelf. A Skylanders shelf. The shelf itself really isn't worth mentioning, but the reason I bring it up is because of how iconic it is, and that it's basically the symbol of this family's early days on the platform. Around the same time, a new backyard playground was added to their house. There's really nothing else to that. I really just wanted to mention another Funnelvision video because they just really did not post much over there. It was also during the game testing and reviewing for Trap Team when a soon-to-be familiar face would become a lot more frequent of a visitor. Lou Sudert. Why did I not try and find the pronunciation before I recorded this? Lou was a producer and sort of advertiser for the Skylanders franchise. Loving the idea of broadcasting their games to millions through the Skylander family, they partnered up pretty much every single time a new Skylanders game dropped, and even in between on many occasions. Anyways, Trap Team was officially released in October of 2014, and the first playthrough became the Skylanders family's quickest growing video by far, and just like that, the Trap Team era was born for the Skylanders channel. Meanwhile, throughout all of this time, FGTeeV had become a far more active channel and began actually picking up the pace in terms of views. The channel had also majorly diversified their content instead of just sticking to one game until they finished it. But let's ignore FGTeeV again, because this video of Mike's birthday is a classic and everyone needs to watch it. Over on Funnelvision, things sorta kinda picked up a bit. They emptied out a vending machine filled with toys, participated in the Bean Boozled craze, and oh my god, I love this video so much.
Yeah.
So you should be able to guess
I
all.
love the cheddar.
So will you guess all
Apple.
Apple?
Yeah.
Apple is your answer?
I don't know. I can't really taste it. Can you taste it? I can't taste it. Justin Bieber?
Justin Bieber?
Anyways, they played this, went skiing, released their most popular Skylanders shorts sketch, attended the 2015 New York Toy Fair, and let's just get this out of the way. Classic, 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 and classic. Very notably, one of these classics actually marked the beginning of their speed drawing challenges, which just so happened to be their Skylanders channel's most viewed series. Also, does anyone remember when this was their most viewed video ever before the incident? Nah, it's fine. It only kickstarted the longest running joke on the channels.
Oh, it's a party! Party in the elevator! Party in the elevator!
Back over on the Skylanders channel, they had officially uploaded 700 okay, how much time passed? What in the world? 700 videos, which is many videos. Where am I going with this? And then, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we have been waiting for. Summer of 2015. Based on limited information, I could barely even find the rough time this happened, but around here, the Skylander family moved, officially switching homes into a nice and big LA household. The reason this is limited information is something I will go into later, but all you need to know is May 30th. A video was uploaded to the Skylanders channel in their original house they started the channel in. And then June 3rd of the exact same year, so like 4 days, they relocated into a new home in every channel with a lot of stuff already moved in. How did that happen? See, the dates are hard because they had to re-upload every video in the same month, so you can't exactly just go to the video and find out the date. But also, they are in their original home, but one trip to Hawaii later, and boom, new home. And on FGTeeV, the background stays the same in every video until randomly they do a sketch outside and it's them in the new home. So yeah, the move was a pretty big deal, and there was also a reveal that the mother, Samantha, was pregnant. But now it's all gone, and I mean, yeah, I'll get to that later. But on top of all this, I remember sitting on the living room couch when my dad said, "Hey, Will, come check this video out." As you would expect, well, I did, and it was the Skylanders Superchargers trailer. I honestly couldn't tell you if it was real or not, but what I do know is that a few days later, bam, the Skylanders fam assures me, yes, it's real.
It's called Skylanders Superchargers.
Oh, hey, it's Luke. I don't know why, and this may just be me, but I feel like the second this video was uploaded, the Skylanders Boy and Girl channel entered a new era. Like, tell me these two thumbnails don't give off completely different vibes, and the editing, jokes, I just feel like these are from two completely different channels. Probably because Superchargers was just such a different game from the ones before that the experience even on YouTube was heavily altered. That, or maybe my memory is just wonky, but anyways. They even got a sponsor with Activision and Max Chilton to do a massive race / promotion for Skylanders Superchargers. This game was just built different, what can I say? However, all of this hype built to a playthrough series where the videos about finding the toys in the stores got more views than those about actually playing the game. But then let's shove all of that aside for FGTeeV's first big moment of glory, one of many. Chase and the game Cover Orange. This video absolutely blew up and currently has over 120 million views and eventually became their most viewed video across all channels until some future music videos surpassed it. So anyways, back to the vlogs they upload. Oh wow, actually 3 classics in a row. And these were all filled with about as much classic, wholesome 2015 Skylander family humor you can get. Oh, and then a little side note, they had another kid. I guess it's not so important. You know, it's only Sean Logan Ryan, born on November 17th, 2015. A kid that would eventually change the course of these channels in a lot of ways. No big deal. So yeah, take all of that. Some Minecraft story mode, Red Ball, and vlogs, and then boom, 1 million people had subscribed to FGTeeV.
1 million subscribers! Yes, we have 1 million Teevers in the house.
1 million.
They had finally done it. They were a part of the big leagues, and their journey was far from over. Around this time, their sorta recent Do Much Fun channel, fully centered around Chase and some friends, had just started to take off. They began an animated Minecraft series named Adventure Block, featuring all of the family and storylines about slimes, abduction, aliens, kidnapping, imprisoning, loss of parents, and of course, bananas. On Funnel Vision, they continued decently frequent uploads, and let me say, this channel is the only channel I am okay with uploading these stupid challenges. Not because they're good or anything, but I mean, come on.
My burp tastes like a crushed bacon fur.
January of 2016 was a great month for this family. FGTeeV started off Roblox, which became, well, probably their most viewed series imaginable. The Skylander Boy and Girl channel finished off Superchargers and uploaded this pretty popular Skylanders food review. And Funnel Vision surpassed 1 million subscribers, which I think that's special. Would be a great time to bring up the Funkee Bunch.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the Funkee Bunch, guys. We're about to launch our new channel.
The Funkee Bunch is the Carter family, Vincent's sisters, mother, and stepfather, and various other friends. Now, I'll be honest, this family's privacy was much better kept than FGTeeV's was. After way too much time researching, all I found out was that the internet is way too curious about Alyssa's relationships. Their collective net worth is somewhere around $100,000 and $1 million, because, you know, that's apparently not vague at all. And lastly, that Hailey is only 20 as of right now. I could have sworn watching their old videos that she was like 21 at least back then, but she was born in June of 2001. She was 15 when this video was made. Although I don't really trust these sites too much, considering their information on Tom suggests that he was 13 when Vincent was born. This is his stepdad. As the time went on, this guy joined the channel and became a feature face on many videos. However, the Funkee Bunch wasn't the only channel in this category, and around the same time Funkee Bunch was created, so were the Dingle Hoppers. This channel consisted of the character whom the family referred to as Uncle Crusher and his son Anthony. And Dingle Mom? This family also consistently pumped out challenges, pranks, games, vlogs, and recently became big into YouTube Shorts, that whole thing going on, which is pretty different from the Funkee Bunch, considering they haven't uploaded for half a year. There's also Twiplet World, created at pretty much the exact same time, and also Brick and Betty, a Lego channel. So yeah, early 2016, the era of Funnel Vision clones. Well, not really clones, they were all decently different, and also pretty much already associated with Funnel Vision, but considering the very similar timing, content, and promotion, this had to have been some sort of planned tactic to expand their brand or something. But either way, here we are, continuing 2016 with a quickly expanding brand, so let's see where we end up next. The days ticked on, and all this family did was continue making history. Their Skylanders channel soon reached 1 million subscribers. Their vlogging channel released a pretty popular Bahamas vacation series. Their gaming channel began playing FNAF World and returned to Minecraft to make some classics. And I mean, like, I'm clearly not alone here. Like, sure, they're classics for me, but you can see these view spikes, right? These Minecraft videos have over 60 million views. Along with these classics, their baby Sean I mentioned earlier slowly became more and more prevalent in these videos, such as vlogs, Skylanders,
Sean, there's no more Skylanders.
and thumbnails. Yes, I'm talking about clickbait. Imaginators began getting teased in June of 2016, leading to another whole new generation on this channel. At this time, the .io industry just blew up, with FGTeeV obviously riding that train with games like Slither.io and Diep.io. Wait, oh my, I remember that game, it's been so long, what the? They made this big ball pit in their basement just after this pretty popular house tour thing they did. They also jumped on the Pokemon Go trend because, like I said in my Korix Kenshin video, everyone did. And soon after all of this, Lexi would turn 10, which, if you remember, means just a few months after, their whole YouTube career would soon follow in becoming 1 decade old. So it's only fitting that FGTeeV soon hit 2 million subscribers in August. But that's not all of the news for this time, because over on the Skylanders channel, they gave away their 1 million subscriber plaque. in celebration of 1 billion views. And soon after this, they made an animated series on YouTube with Nicholas Roy and Matt Schneck. This show was all about a boy, Max, and his dog being adopted into the FGTeeV family, and then turning out to be a superhero. Yeah, I don't know, it was okay. Bam! They officially started playing Skylanders Imaginators. Bam! Sean turned 1 year old. Bam! Hello Neighbor. Do I really need to say any more about that? It was Hello Neighbor. It basically became the channel-defining series. Bam! They finished Skylanders Imaginators. Yeah, it was a pretty short game. Bam! 3 million subscribers on FGTeeV. And then, let's finish off this quick fire round with an unfortunate story. Bam! You know how Imaginators is the last Skylanders game? Well, the Skylanders community ran out of content to enjoy. Views dropped quickly on Skylanders content, and with less views, no games, and 2 other growing channels needing more attention, the Skylanders Boy and Girl channel was officially over. They still uploaded every now and then, but after 2018, they left. Until literally last week, they uploaded this random YouTube short. I don't even know why.
It's called the
YouTube
Shorts.
YouTube
Shorts. You're watching the
YouTube
Shorts.
But yeah, with this was the unfortunate ending of the channel that absolutely carried this family to stardom. And with it out of the picture, it was time for FGTeeV to get a firm grip of the torch. 1 down. 2 more to go. We are now decently into 2017, with Funnel Vision approaching 3 million subscribers. That Do Much Fun channel I mentioned earlier, featuring Chase and Sean, had officially passed 1 million subscribers. And that old Intel Vivo channel is officially at 20k. I'm sure it'll stay like that forever. That's called foreshadowing. Hello Neighbor continued to be the absolute cash cow of FGTeeV, making classics by the bucket load with 200 million views. I mean, at least Hello Neighbor isn't alone, sitting tight with this Roblox video at another 200 million views. Let's see what high quality content garnered these views.
What? Oh my goodness! Why do I have that as a...
Anyways, as classics were being made on FGTeeV, for the first time in a while, Funnel Vision was being given the short end of the stick. And sure, these videos were fine, they just don't take me back to the good old days like they used to. Well, until...
Belly out, zombie arms, bold lady, now walk like Sean. Belly out, zombie arms, bold lady, now walk like Sean.
The first official music video from the family had been dropped since... this.
Yo, it's the people in the back of you, yapping, attitude. People in the front clapping with happy attributes.
Walk Like Sean was very random, but that made it all the more fun. Like, it's a kid's song. Duh, I'm not really supposed to be enjoying it, but like, you can't have a bad time watching this video. I mean, like, after a bit, you can't help but ask, like, what am I even watching?
Somebody catch that baby. Oh snap, he's super fast. Good Lord, he's getting away. How on earth does he do the dash?
Like I mentioned earlier, Vincent, while having the humor of an 8-year-old, don't worry, it's not an insult, I do too, he is very smart and pretty talented. We established earlier that he can actually produce music videos very well, whether that be the actual beat, lyrics, editing, marketing, the video, effects, etc. And boy, would this catapult them into an industry I'm sure they never could have guessed they would be a part of. So yeah, they made a chair out of straws. Bendy and the Ink Machine managed to barely hold on to FGTeeV. They also began capitalizing on the floor's lava craze, and of course, fidget spinners. They traveled to Cancun and Orlando, messed around with Orbeez and pancakes, and sort of accidentally made the internet think that Mike went blind, considering the surprisingly good acting coming from the 8-year-old. And, of course...
We interrupted this program to present some breaking news.
The Adpocalypse was a massive wave of YouTube's biggest advertisers removing their ads from YouTube. Of course, as of now, we've seen this occur over and over again, but in March of 2017, this was a brand new fiasco. Basically, to put it as simply as can be, companies pay YouTube to advertise their company, product, etc. to millions, hell, billions at this point. They pay YouTube, and YouTube puts these advertisements on their website. But to motivate YouTubers to upload more, therefore give them more views and more ads, so more money for YouTube, they started paying creators with a portion of the AdSense that the ads on their videos make. However, there once was no filter, and YouTube played whatever ad they got on whatever video they got. Soon, companies began getting worried that their ads being shown on disgusting, inappropriate videos would lead to backlash, so they began removing ads entirely, in droves. This led to YouTubers losing money like crazy, but after a few months, things calmed a little bit, and YouTube had finally come up with a solution to this problem. They would begin removing ads and demonetizing channels that posted this kind of content. However, bots aren't very good at telling normal content apart from inappropriate content. Channels began getting demonetized no matter how perfectly fine they were. Hell, some channels were getting terminated over this, all without a word from YouTube. Children's channels were also a massive target, as pretty much any accidental swear, any pixel of a body part, or pretty much saying just the word poop, for that matter, could see your payment, your entire means of living, for some, ripped away in an instant. And this began hurting the Skylanders family. However, this wasn't enough to take down the growing giant that was FGTeeV, and despite the many issues, FGTeeV managed to surpass 4 million subscribers. Wounded, but still marching forwards. And hell, why worry about this so much when all of these monetized videos have hundreds of millions of views? Like, god dang. Not to mention their membership things they have nowadays. Oh, and sponsors, merch, toys, music. Anyways. My point is, FGTeeV was off the hook. But Funnel Vision wouldn't get us lucky the second time around. But in the meantime... That's right. Slay All Day was the first song in a string of official music videos uploaded to Funnel Vision. This was the start of that whole music era I talked about earlier, and man, was it something.
Let's go! Hey, yo, we slay all day! Yeah, ain't nobody frontin' on the four gold play buttons.
Man, there's just something so poetic about this family channel flexing their money and play buttons while rapping about how they don't do it for the fame. Slay All Day is a music video that honestly brings up quite a few good points. Quality over quantity. For what it's worth, for a children's channel, it's a fairly true statement for this channel. It's a kids channel, but this video alone shows the hours of recording, editing, writing, and research that can go into a single video, no matter what creator is behind it. Another good point brought up in this video is how they actually do turn down sponsors pretty often. I mean, this sort of changed with that Adpocalypse stuff, but can you really blame them for that one? Anyways, Slay All Day was basically the finale of 2017 for this channel, with both FGTeeV and Funnel Vision hitting 5 million subscribers at the start of the new year, with the Skylanders channel also somehow still growing, passing 2 million subscribers in April. However, the beginning of 2018 was a very interesting one. You see, in 2017, Michael created a design for his very own line of merchandise to be sold on their family's official merch store. It looked like this, and this, and this, but this inspired many people to create their own designs and chase their dreams. You know, a nice and fun accidental message. But one of those people was Chase, you know, Mike's younger brother. So he drew his own logo, showed it to his dad, and boom, new merch. This kicked off a new trend with their official merchandise. In their official online store, they added a new customizing feature, basically allowing you to add together any of the available designs to make brand new ones and put them anywhere on the clothing. But this wasn't the end of it. Obviously, it was only right to create merch for the rest of the family as well after making one for Mike and Chase. This began with Lex. She created this design, kicking off the LexOXOXO brand with, I gotta be honest, this is actually a pretty nice design. I mean, actually, all of these are surprisingly good. They also created a shirt for the long-running joke on this channel about their mom never wanting to be on camera. But along with that, they made a shirt about their new music video.
Hey, Sean. Yeah. Do you like bad guys? No. If you see a bad guy, what you gonna do?
So yeah, the basis of this video is that Sean likes the word pew. Pew means gun in Sean language, and this was really just a fun music project for the channel, and it was really around here where Sean started to become the face of the channel. The video was just all about having fun. I mean, why did they make it? Just to have some fun, and rap apparently. He's also good at that.
This little dude's savage, he got that rapid automatic. If you want it, then you can have it. He will blindly hit you with it too. Don't be mad if it comes whipping through. Flip you bad and giving black and blues. Check his stats, he's nasty with the pew.
So yeah, with that, 2018 continued as normal. For like only a couple weeks, because after that their neighbors actually broke into their house.
Hello? 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 Hello?
Anyways, after that they moved on to the next music video. That was fast. This time around, they wanted something a little different, something to set this video apart from the rest. They decided to have this music video tell a story. They hired actors, rented buildings, and sets to tell a story through music. Because despite the sort of messages in songs like Slay All Day, I wouldn't exactly call this a story. So after months of planning, writing, recording, setting, and all the other stuff, The Other Side was released to YouTube. Okay, before I get into this, can I just ask, is there an instrumental version for this? Like, unironically, that beat in the background is actually really good. Anyways, the video and message is a classic that you can really find in any story. You know, money doesn't make you happy, and you don't know what other people are going through, so maybe don't be a jerk and consider other people's feelings. You know, basic human stuff. However, what really makes this video interesting is how it's presented. The music video shows a rich, popular kid with a money-motivated, distant family, and a more average, far less popular kid with a happy, close family. This is really displayed well in this line.
They go home, no love is shown, they feel all alone. As opposed to the child who feels that their life is missing something, but maybe it wasn't.
We see it all the time. The shy, unpopular one gets bullied, but has a supportive family. The rich, popular one gets all the attention, but is alone, as that line implies, of course. The video also has a tied-in message of don't worry about other people's lives, because yours will just fly by, wasted wishing for something more.
Might be hard at the bottom when you try to flow. No matter the problem, gotta find hope. Live every day like it's the last. Your life is yours, you color the grass.
This video is, sure, a message that has been repeated hundreds of times through hundreds of different outlets, but I would like to shine light on the fact that the message in this song is no matter how much money, fame, and publicity someone has, they will always have struggles, massive obstacles, and unfortunate stories. And this message is coming from a family with, at the time, over 30 million eyes on them, making millions every year. They don't exactly have it easy just because they're rich. But I would say no amount of explaining I do will make anything I've said make any sense, so I'm just going to leave you with these lines.
If you took a step today, a breath today, well that's a blessing, you gotta give thanks. If you got food on your plate, don't matter that it's not for late, cause some ain't eating at all. Worried the house and you sleeping is small, when you got shelter and heat, others all curled up in the ball, cause someone will always have more, but no one has all.
I think I can speak for all of us when I say I am mentally pained every time I see some rich guy complaining about the color of his damn Tesla. So seeing FGTeeV use their platform for something like this was nice. Anyways, ever heard of this game Granny? No? You sure? There's really no other way to put this. Granny absolutely took over this channel, and oh, Subnautica. I actually forgot they played it. Why did they end up playing it? Did fans suggest it? I'm actually gonna check.
I received a few requests to play this game.
Oh my, I forgot about that. What is that logo? Oh my, I remember being so excited when I saw my comment on this video. Oh, the good old days. But let's move aside, because this mid to late 2018 were the months of reckoning, when Funnel Vision was completely wiped. Why, though? YouTube has received a reputation, and not a good one. YouTube is known to demonetize creators for absolutely no reason at all. But not only this, they will demonetize someone for swearing, but not a video of live birth or literal porn. Hell, this stuff shouldn't be demonetized. This should be removed from the platform entirely. I'm sure you could see where this went. YouTube became very overprotective for kids and family channels because there used to be a lot of awful stuff advertised to kids on these videos. And they got ads a lot of the time, so YouTube went into full overkill demonetizing kids' YouTube channels for showing underwear, or a kiss, or even just saying something as simple as poop.
YouTube listens to videos, right? When YouTube hears this word, they think this word, and then guess what happened? Your video gets deleted. I can't even say this word. Earlier today, I wrote YouTube about videos that were taken down, just asking. Their response was, we removed all these videos and we're gonna continue to remove them every day. Like, dude, that was not the kind of response I was hoping for.
The issue kicked up in 2017 thanks to the Adpocalypse, with Vincent creating a change.org petition all about the situation. Now, of course, with time, rules change and some aren't easily as adaptable as others. There are some videos taken down from these channels because of an actual violation unknowingly made. However, YouTube refuses to tell anyone why or what happened, and half the time just deleted the stuff because, I don't know, why not? YouTube never communicates with their creators, and just flags, demonetizes, and terminates whatever they want. It's an unfortunate fact that still holds true to this day. And because of this, creators' entire livelihoods get removed from right under their noses, completely terminated with no other option. This family got really lucky that this only majorly affected 2 channels, and if there were more affected, then their entire careers would have been at stake. Videos became terminated, demonetized, hidden, and a lot more just because a few seconds of Sean falling off a couch, or Vincent saying Sean's getting his diaper changed, or a bloody nose, or the word poop, or a fake gun, or literally anything like that. All of this piled up to a 2018 being a hellhole for children's content creators on YouTube, and lo and behold, Funnel Vision was right in the crosshair.
Come on, YouTube. I love you guys. You know what I'm saying? You guys are my bros. You guys, like, we go way back, even though we never really talked, because you guys have horrible customer support and everything like that, and you pretend like you care, but you don't, because it's all about, like, the advertisers. But I still love you, though. You know what I'm saying?
Videos became a lot less frequent, and Do Much Fun soon completely erased every video, with a lot of them being migrated to a different channel. The other Do Much Fun. This was because of the absolute state that the channel was in, basically rendered a video demonetized the second it was uploaded, and soon a very similar thing would happen to Funnel Vision. And in June of 2018, a new channel was added to YouTube, FV Family, and in late September of the same year, every video on Funnel Vision was uploaded to this channel, and every video still on Funnel Vision was privated. This is what made finding dates for these so difficult, because FV Family is really the only channel with these videos, and they were all uploaded in like the same week. So a 2014 video could have been uploaded on the same day as one from 2017, with the only context clues being how old the kids were at the time. And with one swift week-long period of deleting and uploading, Funnel Vision was no more, and it was FV Family's turn to carry the torch. And now, Funnel Vision lies barren with over 6 million subscribers.
Stop on the floor! Stop on the floor! It's a party in the elevator! Party in the elevator!
So, remember their music videos? Also, remember that party in the elevator joke from years back? Yeah. Yeah.
Who wanna party? We don't need a club. Let's get it started, going all the way up. I got my boys with me. Open the door. Pressing number 50, going to the top floor.
I would say that with everything I've talked about, the other side, and then that whole demonetization debacle, it's only fitting that we get a nice, fun, and random music video to throw us back into the fun of it.
Call me a hater, but I don't want no escalator. No stairs, I'm prepared, so I'll see you later.
But that wasn't the only video they released at the end of 2018. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you this family's most viewed video ever, Granny's House.
Granny's house, I don't wanna stay. I just wanna go home. I don't wanna be at Granny's house.
Yeah, remember Granny taking over the channel, that little mobile game? Yeah, I meant it. And with these videos, 2018 ended. Whew. Alright, only 2-ish more years left. What could possibly happen in that short amount of what? What's... Okay, I must be mistaken. I'm being told that FGTeeV just hit 10 million in January of 2019. So you are telling me we still have 10 million subscribers to go in 2 years? Look, this celebration is nice and all, but they changed the intro.
It's FGTeeV!
This is objectively better, but how dare you get rid of the old one? Oh yeah, I should also mention that they now had official toys made after them. Also, U2's figures made after them, and oh, their plushies too. They soon jumped on the Fortnite train, and boy was that a big one, basically taking over the sons' lives and leading their dad to make
Fortnite, better give me my kids back. Give me my kids back. Fortnite, better give me my kids back. Give me my kids back.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna comment on this one. Then they changed the FV family intro. Okay, you know, this isn't awful. I think I can live with it.
What the fuck?
Do you remember that FNAF VR game? Yeah, well, that became pretty popular, so obviously they played it. Roblox somehow still held on, and Minecraft came back, as you should know. They traveled to the Cayman Islands, got a donkey, and made more music. Lex turned 13, and the video has honestly just the sweetest intro.
On my own, but I'm never alone. On a road to wherever I want.
How old are you now? 8.
On my own, I am strong. I am finally where I belong. On my own, I am no record.
But you know who really cares about her? We're here for the money, which is why, bam, they released their first ever mobile game to the public under the title Ape Chase. That wasn't actually all too long before Sean's first day of school ever, which was fun to watch. I actually had skipped over it earlier in a rush to cover other things, but Chase's first day of school was also a video from way back when, so seeing this come full circle was nice. However, it was followed with...
We weren't gonna make this video, but then, I wanted. No? Alright, well, that is why we weren't gonna make this type of video. What I was saying was, she had back surgery on her spine, and she was in the hospital for 3 weeks, and it's been almost 6 weeks. She still can't walk on her own. I'm not gonna go into details about the surgery. I'm gonna just leave it at that, and she doesn't want to be on the camera right now because it's a very sensitive issue. I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, it sure got serious for a second there. So, apologies, as I really don't know how to segue out of that. Chase turned 8, Vincent turned 45, Mike turned 11, and Sean turned 4. And with a few Christmas videos and a good old hop on a dying trend, 2019 was left behind. And, of course, they now entered... You know it, you hate it, and you want it gone. Everyone knows 2020. It's the year of absolute chaos. The year of COVID. The worst year of the 21st century so far. And boy, was it an interesting year. How did FGTeeV start this year off? That's right, doing illegal stuff on camera. Apparently.
You're a rebel.
They also bought a Tesla.
Here you go, buddy.
But you see, while this seems like a bit of a fun way to start off the year, 2020 did not let anyone, and I mean anyone, have fun. One thing I left out of that serious talk Vincent had on the channel earlier was an allegation made by a few fans on Instagram. Well, not really an allegation, as they really didn't have any proof, but people claimed that it was weird for Vincent to be giving their babysitter, Summer, his credit card. You know, despite being someone they had been trusting for months. People still found it weird, but on top of this, people said that Vincent and Summer were getting a little close, if you know what I mean. A lot of people even believed that Summer was underage too, so with claims like this, he obviously responded instantly on Instagram, but it wasn't enough, and soon a fully fledged allegation would come his way.
Alright guys, as you guys could tell, I'm going to talk about FGTeeV Duddy and the babysitter. The whole rumors going around between the babysitter and FGTeeV Duddy. Now before I begin, I just want to let you guys know that this is my personal opinion. Even though I back it up with video evidence or facts that I think back up my story or my theory, it is still just a theory.
So yeah, the allegation summed up to multiple clips flimsily pointing at Vincent and Summer being friends. That's literally it. Let alone the actual claim that these two were in a secret relationship, meaning cheating on Samantha after more than 15-year-long marriage. Also Summer cheating on her boyfriend. Also the fact that people thought she was underage, making Vincent a goddamn pedophile. And so, this was a lot. So of course, he responded on Intel Vivo. Yeah, remember that really old music channel I mentioned at like the start of the video and never again? Well, they finally returned to it with a 20-minute video basically turning this moron into a laughingstock. So let's check it out.
I mean, this is going to be different here on this channel. The whole reason for this video here is because I was dying laughing upstairs, and I'm like, yo, I'm going to react to this. We only made a video about her back surgery.
Because all you people like to talk.
What's this all about? Ooh, he cheating on his wife, girl. Got that little young blonde thing going on.
And I'm like, y'all are so corny. Like, straight up so. I actually just came across this video called FGTeeV Duddy in the Love Triangle with the Babysitter.
Yeah, with just these opening clips, we could tell, oh boy, were we in for a treat.
It did sound weird to me. It does sound fishy for somebody to give, you know, their wallet or their money, I should say, to, you know, their babysitter. It sounds kind of...
Okay, so if you don't know what he's talking about, I did a challenge video where I gave my credit card to the babysitter to see how many things she could buy in 10 minutes running through a mall. That's fishy, bro. I'm a cheapskate.
Is when Mike wins the Tesla. They're playing a dart game and Mike happens to land on Tesla. Now a lot of guys are thinking, why would he buy him a Tesla? It's expensive as heck. Yeah, it's expensive as heck to us, but not to a multi-billionaire.
Dang, you.
I'm balling, baby, billionaire.
He is willing to be stingy with his kids, but not with the babysitter. Because he's willing to give the baby...
Pretty much every claim this man made was laughed off in an instant because of how stupid it was.
Why didn't mommy question the fact that he gave the babysitter the credit card? Or maybe she did and they didn't tell us about it and they're still talking about it, or I don't know.
Dude, it's a video.
We're still talking about it, actually. I had to sleep on the couch a couple of nights because she's like, I can't believe you gave the babysitter your credit card.
FGTeeV Duddy has taken care of the kids. There's plenty of videos that they show FGTeeV Duddy even taking care of all 4 kids.
Yeah. And he don't even know what time of day that's at. Like, that could be Saturday or Sunday or after work. Bro, I actually work like 8 a.m. till 5 p.m., don't I?
These were incredibly serious claims, but it takes less than one viewing of this guy's video to understand the insanity of... How did this guy think this was a good idea?
And he did a little skit in the beginning, and this is what the skit says.
Summertime baldy.
I love summer.
Oh no, I just told the whole world my secret.
I love summer.
How can I do it?
Not weird. Is this a subliminal message for his fans that he loves summer?
It is. It was subliminal message for the fans. I was just hoping my wife wouldn't see it though, you know?
Love summer.
Okay, we get it.
Like, this video had nothing to do with the summertime. Like, it has absolutely nothing to do with the summertime.
Bro, do you not know Baldy? Baldy wears pants and Baldy has a long sleeve shirt. And my dude is wearing shorts and a short sleeve shirt.
Yeah. It was dumb. The fact that this even started was moronic. But what's worse is that they uploaded this to Intel Vivo. This is a much smaller channel, and there are probably people still out there who still believe that the whole Summer and Vincent thing actually happened when it literally never did. But what I do like is that this started a new age of Intel Vivo, one where the parents could just kind of be themselves. I mean, sure, they were still hyper and made strange, childish jokes, but that's just kind of how they are. Intel Vivo is now really this outlet for content that they can make together, not needing to pander to the mind-boggling regulations and rules that come with children's channels. And because of this, quite a few videos on this channel are genuinely interesting to a much wider range of ages. And with that, we're finally back on schedule. Summer of 2020, FGTeeV has 15 million subscribers. FV family is nearing 6.5 million, and that's important because that's about time when they finally passed the original Funnel Vision channel in subscribers. And now the family is more ready than ever to make videos. Although I do want to bring something up.
They should make Lexi babysit her younger siblings.
I would never trust Lex.
Stop, don't talk about her like that. Here's the point. Lexi is not the parent, and I'm not gonna make my kids step in as a parental role. I'm gonna let my kids be kids because that's what kids are for. That's why I ain't one of those YouTubers that force my kids to be on YouTube all the time. I let my kids be kids, bro. Enough said.
In this clip, their father brings up that he doesn't want to shove the camera in his kids' faces, and while that might not appear true, it sure seems to be. As the years went on, Lexi began showing up less and less in videos, especially on FGTeeV. Now, is this probably mostly because she's a teenager and is out ignoring her parents at parties? Probably, but lucky me, I have no friends to party with, which is exactly why I'm spending my weekend doing research. I do believe that now that the kids are growing up, Vincent truly wants them to make their own decisions. Do they want to be on camera? Do they want their life documented? And because of this, Sean has really become the face of the channel, the little one that loves playing games and making videos. Kind of like my little brother Henry. He keeps asking me if I can make a video with him, and I have no clue how to tell him that it really would not fit on this channel, but I also can't really think of content on my own, so, you know, you might see one of those in the future. My point is, these kids have freedom now. Here, bear with me. Isn't it kind of scary that I know the exact day all 6 of these people in this family were born? And I know how nearly every one of their birthdays since 2008 were celebrated. I know their favorite games, their sense of humor, their friends, what they do on a daily basis. I found their full names, for God's sake. Every one of their children have had their entire lives filmed behind a camera, and that's pretty scary. Every one of their friends, teachers, friends' parents, bullies, any one of them could have just gone on this channel and found out anything about their personal life. Now, of course, I addressed these issues earlier, but I bring them back here because it is so refreshing to see Vincent notice this and let them make their own choices. And what's even nicer about this is, even with the freedom, they still take time out of their day to film and play with their dad. Now, is this probably because of quarantine and COVID and they have nothing else to do? No comment. And now we're here, 1 year later, in 2021, with FGTeeV weeks away from 20 million subscribers, boasting an insane 33 billion total views across YouTube. You know Mr. Beast, that guy that basically rules YouTube? He has about 16 billion views, less than half of FGTeeV's. FGTeeV is an experience the internet likely won't get for a long time. An amazing family, some classic old-time videos on YouTube, and a surprisingly bright future ahead of them. So I hope you enjoyed this look into FGTeeV, and I mean basically also a look into YouTube and the absolute stupidity of this platform. And I hope for the best for the Skylander family and everything they have to go through. Let's hope there's not another one of those summer-esque controversies again. Thank you for being, like, the family-friendly channel of my childhood. The Skylander Boy and Girl channel was the first channel I ever subscribed to. I could never in 1,000 years forget the endless joy this channel brought me throughout my life. So, thank you. And I'll see you at 30 million.
SUPER